Hi, and welcome to a demonstration of Cerno using customer data. Let's start by framing the problem. I have thousands to hundreds of millions of records about my customers, contacts, or prospects in one or more sources. I don't really know my customers well, nor do I know how many actual unique customers we are serving. And our reports are showing more customers than we actually have. Now let's define your definition of a customer. You might want to understand each unique individual, or you might want to understand a branch or location where you've sold a product or service. You might also want to know the entire company and all of its employees. Perhaps all of those definitions actually fit within your organization. It's common that different groups have different requirements. For example, sales might know a customer differently than the marketing or business analytics teams. Let's take a look at an example. Here's a spreadsheet with 30 contacts. Each record can have a person's name, address, phone, company name, email, and URL. If you were to simply take your data and run a report on it without being properly matched first, you would think that you have 30 customers that have bought 16 licenses. But if you were to match the duplicate records on an individual basis, you would see this. The highlighted rows are duplicate individuals that are skewing the numbers. If you create unique individual customers, you will now see that you only have 25 unique customers and only 11 licenses, not 16 as previously thought. But perhaps you offer site licenses and not an individual license, which means a location gets a license. How would you understand that? You would do so by matching customers by company at each location. Here, each color represents a group of individuals that work at the same location for the same company. Basically, customers at a site. If you report on the numbers of clients by location, you will now see that you have 16 customers, not 25, and licenses by location show 7 instead of 11. This can be extended to another view that is a 360-degree view of the company, where all contacts are rolled up to a single company. In this case, you might grant corporate licenses, and that changes things again. By grouping all customers by company, you now have 13 customers and 6 licenses. Now let's see a quick demonstration of the platform using those 30 records. We will upload 30 records and create 2 views of the same 30 records. Following the example data we just saw on the spreadsheet, we will first create an individual view, and secondly, we will create a view by location. The platform uses machine learning and is taught by you on how you would like to match both views. This allows for the highest match accuracy you will find on the market, including the multi-million-dollar enterprise vendors. Once the platform has learned from you, it will render the 2 views and display the results in a report. Here we will upload the 30 contacts to the platform by selecting the data to be uploaded. Next, we will go through sample pairs of the data and allow you to teach it what you think a match and a non-match should be. First, let's teach it how to create matches on the individual basis. So we'll get the first pair and we'll look at this. And what we're looking for here is we're looking for the same person. In this case, Jonathan Judge and Lisa Fleming are not the same, so we're going to deem this not a match. Again, in this case, they're 2 different people, so we're going to deem it not a match. And again, in this case, it's 2 different people, so it's still not a match. The important thing to understand about machine learning is showing it a match is just as important as showing it a not a match. Again, here, different people. Now we have the same person. Eddie Davis and Ed Davis works the same location, so we're going to call this a match. Larson Floyd and Ed Davis, not a match. These 2 people are not a match. Again, not a match. This is a match, Larry Pike and Larry Pike. Not a match. And we're done with the first view. Now let's teach the platform the second view, which is customer by location. It's important to understand that you do not have to create a second view if the first view is sufficient for all your needs. And likewise, you can also create more than 2 views if you require it. This platform is agile, allowing you to even create what-if scenarios and experiment with your data. For the second view, let's select the second view option called location. and go through the same process. In this case, I'm looking at more than just the person name. I'm looking for people that work at the same location. So in this case, Jonathan Judge and Lisa Fleming both work at 911 Panorama Trail, and they both work at Paychex. So this is considered a match. In this case, even though these two people work at PayPal, they're at different locations. So we're going to deem this not a match. Again, here, these are different companies, so not a match. Different companies again, so not a match. Here is the same person, so it's at the same location, so we'll consider this a match. Here are different companies, so not a match. Here's the same company and the same location, so we'll consider this a match. Different companies, so not a match. Same person, so obviously a match. And again, here's the same company, same location, so this is a match. And we're done with that view. Here in the report, you'll see the two rows for the two different views that we created. In the first view, 360-degree view, this is an individual coming together as himself or herself. The second view is by location. They use the same 30 documents in each of those views. In the first case, we had 25 unique entities. In the second, by location, we had 16. And again, just like the spreadsheet earlier, we had 11 licenses by count if you look at it by individual versus 7 licenses by location. So you scroll down through the actual data itself. The very first section is the 360-degree view, or the person itself. And as you scroll through the people, they're individuals, and you get to this example where Eddie and Edward are all created as one entity, as one person entity. To contrast that, if we scroll down to the second view, the location view, this is all customers at the same location. So again, here you'll see Larry Pike, and then Bob Plamato, all at the same location within the Paxson group. Hopefully that provides you with some understanding of our platform's capabilities, along with some real-world examples of its use. Please reach out to us with any questions, or if you'd like to see some of your data in action. Thank you.